What type of speaker termination is best? All right, that question comes from Who-Man in San Francisco, California. And Who-Man writes, I'm in the market for new speaker cables, and my question is about termination. While I've seen cables made of solid wire that the manufacturer recommends they not be terminated and connected directly to the post, have you found in your experience with speaker cables that definitely require termination any difference in sound quality between a spade or a banana or putting the wire straight in? You have a resolving system like the IRS, and perhaps you have an opinion on which one is better, and for reasons that I should consider selecting one termination over another. So I know I'm supposed to have a fairly strong opinion on this. And I guess if I were to proffer one to the audience, I would say spades. Because spade connectors, you know, that's that little fork looking thing. It's just a little round fork. And if you take a binding post and you put that fork on there and you grind it on down, that's going to be the greatest amount of surface area for electrical conductivity. It's going to be the sturdiest connection, and it's probably the best. I maybe even better would be just, you know, the bare wire. But the way speaker cables are made today, like take for example mine. Mine are large, flat cables. They're made of strips of very thin copper sheet that, I mean, they're that wide. They're 6 inches, 7 inches wide, and very thin. So there's no way you could actually put that into as a bare wire. But if you were just using solid wire, I guess you could. But no, I think if I'm supposed to have an opinion, then I would say definitely go spades. That would be my choice. That said, I'm also at times a lazy audiophile. Just if I had banana cables and banana plugs on it, as long as they're in there good, I don't really pay that close attention to those tiny bits of difference, because to me, there are so many other things to worry about that I can't pay attention to all of it. I mean, I used to pick my cables up off the floor. I put them on the cable lifts, and I thought I heard a difference, and maybe I did. I've done all kinds of crazy things, and I've seen all kinds of crazy things in my 45 years. Good grief. I've seen, people suspending it in a little tiny fishing wire, and, there's all kinds of things you can do. I just am not a fan of going overboard in that respect. Speaker cables themselves make one hell of a difference. You want to get the best speaker cable that you can afford, that fits the synergy of your system. Absolutely. You definitely want to do that. Whether it has a banana plug or a spade, I am not convinced it makes that big of a difference. And I know there's plenty of people that are going to argue with me about that. People that work here. Our own Darren Meyer is a big advocate of, paying attention to all the little tiny details. I can't be bothered. I'll pay attention to design details down to a gnat's ass, but not set up things like that. And I'll tweak speakers to within 1/4 of an inch to get it just right with the imaging, and you can have it dial in like that. And I've seen it happen more than a few times. But when it comes to these tiny little polishing tweaks, I don't pay that much attention to it. I really don't. So if you're going to pay that much attention to it, and if that's what makes you feel good, use a spade lug. And that's my best advice. All right. Great question. Thank you for asking. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.